Hello there. What I want to talk to you about today is what is fear that which stops us from doing many things. Fear is just a story in our head. It's just a story that we developed over the years, things that we have agreed to as we were growing up. Give me an example. I wanted to be an artist, and and though my mother and father were very proud of me of that fact, that I was blessed with such a talent. Over the years, my mother would always tell me, "Oh, you're going to be a starving artist." So she always wanted me to have a backup plan. Well, to a degree, I agreed with her. So all my life, I did everything possible to make that a reality. I sabotaged myself in many ways, not realizing it consciously. For an example, I went to Boys Tech, and I entered into the commercial art department and discovered that most of the boys there were so talented, way beyond whatever I had. And for one thing, I never practiced what I should have. And the funny thing about it, I grew up with no competition whatsoever up until that time. So I left Boys Tech. Of course, consciously, I didn't realize why I left. I went over and transferred over to another high school. The moment I walked through the door, I realized I made a major mistake. And I still believe that today, that was one of my biggest mistakes I ever made in my life. And it was fear. It was fear that I could never come up to the talent that these boys had. And I didn't realize it or admit it to myself until I was actually into my early 50s. And the reason why I left Boys Tech, because I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with failure. And failure is fear. Fear can mean so many things. People don't understand that we often are living in fear. And that's what stops us. I agree with my mother years ago that I was going to be a starving artist, so I therefore wasn't going to be one. I wasn't going to fail. So that was a hard lesson for me. And I want you to understand that we all do that to ourselves. Maybe you don't feel that you don't deserve to have riches. You don't have to have fine clothing or housing or to be successful in business or online business or whatnot, or even to have a good relationship, a good marriage. We have this fear of failing, so we don't do anything. It stops us. And what I'm attempting to share with you is that there comes a time when you need to say, stop. Enough is enough. I know better. I know I can do this. I have big dreams in my life, and I will pursue it. And it doesn't matter what age you might be. I don't care if you're in your teens or in your 20s, 30s, 40s. I'm in my 60s. As a matter of fact, in a week or two, I'm going to be 66 years old, and I'm not going to stop. I still have dreams. I have many dreams. So, with that, I want to tell you to just get going. Stop the nonsense, the chatter in your head, and step into the fire. And every time you remember this, every time you step into the fire, you become stronger with these little fears, things that are in our heads. And when something happens big time, you're going to be able to handle it. If you want to be successful, believe that you can be successful. Just snub that fear inside you. It's nothing. Eleanor Roosevelt said, you have nothing to fear but fear yourself. Think about that. Fear is just in the head. So God bless you. And remember to smile everyone you meet today. Hopefully they'll smile back and pass it on. So have a good one. We'll see you again.